All right. Good evening, guys. Welcome to another late night stream. And yeah, tonight, Sunday night, it's not one of my regular stream schedules, and so I take the freedom to do some new project, which I started a few days ago, and this is Caribbean Legend. So, not U-boat tonight, but we are continuing the career of this French guy here. We slip into the role of a French adventurer who is, up to seeking his fortune in the West Indies, in the Caribbean. And this is a complete open world. I would say it is kind of a follower in mind of Pirates, of Sid Meier's Pirates. And I pretty much like the game. The graphics is relatively basic, but beautifully done, very atmospheric, beautiful game mechanics, and this game is done by guys who really know what they're talking about. These are Naval Age of Sail aficionados, definitely. Yeah, and so I am, so the perfect game for me. Let me show you. At the moment we are here in Belize, which is although it's on the Spanish Main, it's an English port. By the way, at the moment, we, the French, we are only at war with the Spanish and at peace with all the other three nations, which is, you can only enter a port when you're not at war, when your nation is not at war with that nation. Hey, not wet, just cold. Nice to have you in. Thank you very much for the cheers. That's great. Thanks a lot. How are you doing? How was the rest of your day? Hope you had a fairly quiet Sunday. So, I had a passenger actually from Philipsburg and sailed him all the way to Belize, which earned me something like 4,000 pesos. And now being here, well, I already found out that there is ale. If I pick up ale, I can sell it somewhere around there. I think in Bridgeton. I have to check that, for almost twice the price. But before doing that, I wanted to do a little bit of exploration.
What are you rushing up to?
No, I don't need any. So how far did I already go? Oh yeah, nice. I love that picture. Yeah, I actually did it with my own. I wanted to say periscope, telescope actually. I think I already told the story, right? It was a few years ago. I took my telescope onto a holiday, and we had a beautiful clear sky there. By the way, time of the day, it's 4 p.m. I just have to make sure that I don't miss the business hours of the trader. Is this the port authority? Yes. Let's leave that guy alone. Usually he's not of much help. Let's just check these buildings a bit. Yeah, well, I'm actually trying to stay honest and not doing piracy. But, well, if I find something I could steal without any risk, like here. Cannot open that one. And now and then you run into chests where you probably need a better picklock skill or something. It's closed. Okay. Well,
Pirates are wreaking havoc. Products are getting more and more expensive.
Yeah, thanks for the little chat. Yes, that's right. This game really got me. I think. Yeah, of course, I'm gonna continue. On my regular stream dates, I will continue U-Boat. But whenever I do have the opportunity to do some out of the line streaming, I think I'm gonna continue this one. And yeah, to be honest, my Friday night stream this weekend actually was also Caribbean. Nothing there. It's sometimes you find surprising good loot in these buildings. And sometimes even an Easter egg. Yeah, let's stay mainly within the law. Amethyst, take it. As long as nobody watches me. I can do that without risk. Here, no, sometimes you can get down there into a wine cellar. Church. And okay, that's the gate of the town. The tavern. And this is the shipbuilder. Sure.
You'll find everything you need here.
Anything I would like to sell? The copper ewer. Yeah, come on. But that's pretty cheap. Doesn't make much of a difference. A gold crucifix. Let's sell one of them. That gives me a bit of money. 6 rubies I have by now. They're pretty, expensive. I need some opportunity to hone my fencing skills. I'm just too bad with that, but whenever I went into a fencing adventure, it was several guys against me. It would be nice if I would have some opportunity to train my fencing 1 against 1. Yeah, I hope I will. Yep, one day I will be so rich that stealing Well, maybe I would then just do it as a hobby. Amateur stealer, amateur thief. What about my fleet? Maybe I should buy a few planks and sailcloth as well to make sure that I don't run out of them. My crew is more or less heroic and experiences sea dogs very good, but the condition of my ship is still bad. The hull is less than 50%. The rigging is in a bit better condition, but also far from 100%. That still comes from that encounter that I had with a Spanish sloop. Probably was a privateer, I guess. He tried to get me and I finally sank him. Guy, who are you? You
Hell
look
of
so...
a vessel, ain't it?
Charles Moore. Ah, shit. I don't even know how to pronounce my Moire. Charles de Moire. Any French guys in the chat? Do I do that correct? Where did I have the trader? Bank. That's the trader, yeah. So shall we go for the trader and finish that deal and sail back to the east of the West Indies? Yeah, let's do that. So I think there was some good opportunity. Here I am at Belize, and here's sea ale. I can buy ale for 79 pesos per pint or whatever it is, and I can sell it. Let me see. At Bridgeton for 183, which is more than twice the price. So, let's do that business.
Whether you're a peasant, an artisan, or a nobleman, anyone can find a product that suits their taste.
And, well, let's get some planks. 5 planks. And what about the sailcloth? There. Yeah, we need that for the repair. The repair is going on pretty slowly because I'm not yet skilled in that. But still. Hey, Phony, nice to have you in. How are you doing? Ahoy! Yeah, nice greeting. Yeah. Yeah, great that you make yourself visible in the stream. I think you're here for the first time, right? Nice to meet you. How are you doing? And yeah, I hope you had a relaxed Sunday. Around here it's late night, it's approaching midnight. So Sunday to Monday. Don't know where you are from, whether you are also from Europe or maybe from the US or somewhere else. So then it would be a bit earlier at your place. Yeah, I'm actually streaming from Germany, from Frankfurt area. And yeah, just a few days ago I did a little bit of a deep dive into this game, which is much in the footsteps of Pirates, Sid Meier's good old Pirates. Yeah, I think this is one game for sailing Age of Sail aficionados, like I am definitely one. And I just found out that around here I could buy, I am in Belize on the Spanish Main, and I could earn quite a bit of money by buying ale. Wow, it's even cheaper. Come on, is this possible? Let me check my figures. What's going on there? Not that I do something wrong. Okay, they purchase. Yeah, but if they sell it to me, it's 79. Yep.
All right, let's haggle a little bit.
So here we are with the ale. Purchase price 79. Let's get some of the ale. I have 30,000 bucks. Ah, you have been in the stream before. Ah, yeah, okay, that's nice to hear. I mean, these tags, this is always something you really think hard about which tags you should set. And yeah, finally, most of the time you don't get any feedback whether you chose tags which sound interesting or not. Yeah, so thanks a lot for that feedback. So shall we buy 300 units of ale? Wow, and if I am right with my figures, we can sell it for twice the price over there. Yeah, let's buy it. Yeah, we do have sufficient inventory space. That's no match for our ship. And so here we are, Belize. And we're going to Bridgetown. Bridgetown, it's a bit of a turn, but yeah, not much of a problem. So I think I would try to sail south of Jamaica, south of Martinique, and then reaching Bridgetown, which is, yeah, east, south, east course, roughly. And at that point, I would like to give it a save. Just in case that something goes terribly wrong. Yeah, and that's our nice barkentine there. This is the ship that we had from the start. It's, yeah, this one. Quicksilver. It's a barkentine. Do we see that somewhere? Yeah, well, anyway, it has a 4-mast square rigged and 2 masts fore and aft rigged. And this gives us, yeah, quite a bit of flexibility. So this ship is not very good close hauled, but still okay. And develops its fastest speed on broad reach. According to that graphics. Very fascinating about the game is that each type of ship has its own sailing characteristics. And that's just amazing. So the day is drawing late, it's 6:20 in the evening, and we are casting off. Yeah, I don't know if you know that game. There is a lot of beautiful features like this one here. I mean, look at what effort these guys took to model the deck of this individual type of ship.
Quit your moaning. One more hour and we're off.
capstan,
Ow. Can't feel bloody fingers
steering
already.
wheel pumps, all the cannons.
Not beating the goal. Hold fast, sailor.
The bow chasers we see there,
I'm moving, damn it.
and the stern chasers do we have? Well, we don't see the stern chasers, but let's assume that these guys here could be used as, well, maybe stern chasers.
Wind's rising. Move your arse, or we'll fish food.
So that's
Moving,
it.
damn it. My hands are on fire.
Any other ships around? Yeah, we could look at them like that.
Boy, hold that rope, you idiot. It's slipping
It's a
overboard.
brigantine.
You hold it. My hands are bleeding from your damn rigging. Quit
Well,
pointing. Pull. Wind's rising.
actually, that's not quite correct. This ship, what we see there, it's a Snow. It's a brig with this second mast right behind the mizzen. Usually they're pretty good, these guys, but that's not correct. This there, that's not a brigantine, that's a Snow. I think they kind of mixed it up. There is another type of ship which they call Snow, and that actually is a brigantine, so it's probably not a problem of their knowledge of ships, but it's more like that they kind of technically changed or mixed up the variables. So you see that our rigging is still not in the best shape, but I just don't want to put money into let it repair, and my crew is working on the repair all the time, but as my repair skills are not pretty well developed yet, it takes ages. But I'm not a man of war, I'm not a pirate, I try to earn my money honestly, mainly at the moment by trade, and so as long as I don't get into any engagement, it's not much of a problem. Let's cast off. Yeah, and let's be on a course a little bit more southerly than east. There we go. What's that green sails? What's that green sails? Is it like the Flying Dutchman? And now I have a Spaniard on my tail. Well, I'm not at my best point of sailing now. Oh, loads of Spaniards following me. I am into the wind right now, so let's see that we get a little bit more like... Yeah, I'm very close hauled. And what do we have there? A French. Let's see what the French guy is going to do about the Spaniards. Yeah, if I go exactly the course that I want to go, yeah, let's avoid these enormous clouds. I don't want to get into a storm. So with beam reach we should be all right. Yeah, we can see the world map, but we don't know our position on the world map, so we have to actually do some... Okay. Green sails could mark a quest ship. Oh god. So, shit. Yeah, but, well, I have one quest going, which is about finding a lugger, and that definitely was not a lugger. French ship, okay. Yeah, we are sailing right against the wind now, which slows things down considerably. Okay, now let's... What do we have there? Guadeloupe, okay. So we have to go further south for Bridgeton. But that's alright. Let's give it a save here. We are on a good way. Now the wind didn't shift to our favorite. So Phony, you know the game, obviously. Maybe even better than me. I'm playing this game since years. Also the predecessors. But it's really something like 2 or 3 years ago that I really did dive into the game. Dominica. Yes, so we are on a good course. The wind shifts to our favorite. Now we are on Beam Reach, on Broad Reach. Very good. So that lets us go much faster now. Very good. Now making landfall in Bridgeton. Oh, that's a decent ship. Wow. A heavy galleon. Easter. Wow. Beautiful ship. So let's get to the port and moor. It's night time, it's 11 o'clock, 20 past 11, so at that time the trader is closed and we can only get to the tavern. The Irish Cockord, what's that? Scrivener's House. Is this a pub? Sounds like a pub. Yep, it is. So let's go for room
Don't
right
worry.
away.
We don't mix water with a room here. And we don't serve rotten fish.
Until the morning. Here we are. And it's next morning. Cost 5 pesos. Anything to steal here? To each his own. That was exactly the version that I had been playing a lot. Yep. But that's a few years ago, actually. But yeah, I really dived into that one, and since then they really did quite some nice improvements on the game.
Детка, налей-ка еще и далеко не уходи.
And there we have the storm. Fingers crossed that our plan is working and we
My
get
store is at
that.
your service.
Enormous revenue. So where do we have the ale? Okay, he purchases it for... Okay. Yeah, the selling price is not quite what I thought it would be. But still okay. Let's see if we can get a better price. Probably my list is not up to date because I hadn't visited that trader for so long. So where do we have the ale? Yeah, okay, so it's not quite what I was hoping for, but... And that's pretty realistic. So you visit a port, you visit the trader, and then the prices of that trader are marked in the log. And of course they change over time. And yeah, you really have to revisit the ports now and then to get an update of their recent prices. No, I was shot. I was attacked by a Spanish Luger. I finally sank it, but yeah, still it gave me quite a bit of a damage. And up to now I avoided to
Alright, let's haggle a little
invest the
bit.
money to let it be repaired in at the ship makers, at the shipwright. And my personal skill in repair is not yet so good. So getting it repaired is very slow. Nevertheless, we are gonna earn some money with that ale, something like 30. Yeah, it's all right. So we earned something like 50 or 60, 5 or 6,000 pesos. Which is what I have to pay my crew for a whole month. So that's pretty all right. And what about the status? Yeah, condition of the hull and the sails becomes better and better, but very slowly. My character, at least I am at 77% in repair skills, so sooner or later I'm gonna go up by 1. And I have that amulet. I found as an Easter egg somewhere in the middle of a town, somewhere in a bush or something. I found an amulet which gave me a +2 in any personal and naval skill. That's amazing. So let's take a look at the city of Bridgeton. So a lot of guys seem to want to have a talk, but let's first save after we had successfully done this transaction. So guy,
I'm happy
what
with
are you
everything
up to?
here. How about you?
I need to get to the colony of Saint-Pierre as soon as possible. It's on Martinique, 8 days. And 1,000 pesos. Yeah, that's easily earned money. Let's do that. Question is whether I would like to get some freight to there. So I am here in Bridgeton, and they want me to go to Saint-Pierre, which is just around the corner. Yeah, at the moment I think I just can't trust the prices in my list anymore. So Bridgeton sells. What does Bridgeton sell? Rum for 292, and if no, not Phillipsburg, Bridgeton, 315. And if I go for Saint-Pierre, yeah, come on, bad price. Yeah, the prices have changed because the season has changed. I think I cannot quite rely. on these data for now. So if I get some wine for 294 and sell it, yeah, I think
My
I'm
store
gonna
is at
go
your
that
service.
risk and buy some wine. Or what about sugar? Sugar is good price. Sugar, coca bricks. Sugar for 421. Coca for 419. And bricks. What was it about the wine? Now, come on, let's just go and sail there. I don't trust this list.
I'm happy with everything here. How about you? People like me are what hold this town together. Remember that.
Yeah,
Ensuring the safety of the town is a serious task.
of course. Okay, let's go for Saint-Pierre. Should be short passage. There is a Dutch ship being set up by a pirate. Not gonna join that battle. A pirate is closing in. Yeah, let's moor. Yeah. So we should get that reward. Hi, Stadler.
People like me are
Nice
what
to
hold
have you
this
in.
town together. Remember that.
Okay, you have finished the Weserübung. Nice. The Torpedo Crisis Veteran. Yeah, that's a good feature, yep. So we get some honor, we get some experience at land and some experience at sea. talkative guys around. It's Caribbean Legends, and I would say it's the successor in mind of Sid Meier's Pirates. So it's a small studio, like a few aficionados, a few Age of Sail aficionados who are working on that since years. Hey, Holiday Punch! Yeah, I believe you. And yeah, it's just great. The graphics is, well, basic, but the game mechanics are great, and I feel it being so immersive. By the way, that's our bar canteen that we have there. Was there a Swedish? Is this Swedish? I don't know what that is. Yeah, there are no Swedish ships in the game. We are in the West Indies, and I think the Swedish were not back in the 17th century represented in in the West Indies. Yeah, maybe it's good that they weren't, because I think most of the countries who were active there, they didn't quite, well... Talking of discrimination, you know what I mean. Okay, the ship right. Hey guy.
After a dangerous voyage, there's nothing better than a good old welcoming shore.
Nope, at the moment I don't have money for hiring more crew. Where is the trader actually? The bank. Come on. I remember that I always had trouble finding the trader. That's the harbor master. Bank. Guys, where is the trader? Is it you? Yep. No, it isn't. Ah, okay, see? This shows that obviously loot is respawning, because I'm pretty sure that I already checked that building here on one of my earlier visits. A healing potion. And nothing. Oh, something here. Nope. But we can go downstairs here to the cellar, and maybe there is something. A pearl. A small pearl, but still a pearl. Yeah, well, the fast travel menu, that I thought as well, but... Ah, yes, you're right. You are right. It's still there, the fast travel menu, yeah. Magazine, that's the trader.
Alright, let's haggle a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder if... Yeah, the season actually did change, so probably the prices do as well. If I would sell ale for a price of 80 and sail it to Bridgeton again and sell it for 102. What else? If I bought cotton for 184, and sell it in Bridgeton for 188. Okay. What about coffee for 368? I think the prices are completely mad. I really have to do a little tour around and visit all the ports. So let's sail south to Wilhelmstad now. Just check the prices everywhere. It's just a guy, it's the trader. You mean that guy here? It's the trader. Henri Carivaux is his name, obviously. From Belize to Havana. Okay, so what's your nationality then? That you can enter both of these ports. By the way, hi. Nice to have you in. Weight loss. Great to see you. So my season just changed, and I think with the change of season, all the prices did change considerably. And so I think the prices on my list are kind of obsolete by that. Did any one of you experience that? Ah, you're Spanish, yep. Wow, 22 doublons for getting the guy there. And how do you get the false flag? Do you get it? Did you get it from that guy who wanted to get there? The pirate is still there. Oh, and the Spanish guy. St. Pierre. I want to go for Wilhelmstadt. Here we are, Moor. What's the time of the day? Okay, yep. I'm trying to stay more kind of peaceful up to now.
It's our responsibility to be on guard.
Yeah, very good. It has been a while. Well, any logger around? I didn't check it actually.
Dead, it ain't half bad.
What ships are there around?
Aye. Here it's work on.
Caravel,
No bloody holidays.
a schooner, a bark,
Sailor, do you even know what a watch means? Aye, sir.
barkentine, just the same type of ship as we are.
Could have hit the
A
reef, you lazy
navio,
rat.
that's a
We're
pod.
both lucky, sir. I'm alive, and you ain't swimming.
That's it, right? Okay, yeah. So this looker that I'm looking for is still not there.
Ensuring the safety of the town
come
is
on.
a serious task.
Tell me your story, 7 o'clock p.m., so probably the shop is already closed.
And think about your miserable soul.
Yeah, here you get some money for the poor. Do you have any story to tell? Nope, obviously not. What about you? Got a deal for you. What's the deal? You are the captain of a ship, but you don't look like a merchant. Well, I am a merchant. No way, I'm not a kidnapper show-off, yeah. There's a lot of space around here. Looks pretty prosperous. Who are you? The trader?
Ships are like people. Every one of them has a soul of their own.
Ah. No, I just don't want. My cannons also need repair? Okay. Interesting. Let's at least repair the cannons to make sure that they don't give up in mid-battle. Okay, that's good. Weight loss, yep, nice. And there is a lot of other ships around here, so that would be a good opportunity to do exactly that, yep. Nice. Okay, nobody here. Let's do a little inspection. Nothing to loot around here, obviously. Lead ball. Can we get downstairs? Yeah, we can. A flint. Anything else? Nope. A healing potion, okay.
Oh, if my husband saw us.
Would you? A machete, I could sell that for a decent price. I'm just a trader. I'm just the cook, yep. But I'm not robbing, I'm just thieving.
Pirates are wreaking havoc. Products are getting...
I'm just a thieving.
Pirates are wreaking havoc. Products are...
Who is this? Abigail Schneuer's house. Is this some kind of a mission? A ruby band. Alright. Let's be on the way. That's where I came from. Yeah, that looks quite like a prosperous town. I would say it's the most prosperous town I ran into. But that's the Dutch, right? Okay. What about you, Guy? What story do you
There are
have to tell?
almost no true noble left anymore.
Okay, what is this? Why did the bell strike? Never heard that before. What is the meaning of that?
Come on, don't irritate me.
Okay, that's the trader. Let's keep that in mind. Or actually, let's talk to him to update our log. Hey, guy. Yeah,
My store is at your service.
nice. De Winkel is his name. So I think I would go for the tavern and take a room for the night. Yeah, somehow I feel fast travel to be a bit uncool. Can I get up there? Get that chest? Hey, come on, the tavern must be right at the seaside. The Dutch so pious that they have the church right at the pier side and the tavern hidden away.
Ah, at last, a worthy conquest.
Bank. Come on, guys, where is the tavern? The wolves are howling out there. Yeah, I could do the fast travel, but I somehow like this kind of immersion to really find it. There it is. And let's get a room. Let's get a room.
You won't find cuisine better than ours around.
Until next morning, here we go. 10 pesos. De Winkel, the trader. Let's go for him. Yeah, it must be there, and see if we get some good business here. So this is Willemstad here. We checked St. Pierre and Bridgeton and Belize. Ship Silk for 1694. Ale for 106. What about wine for 223? Nope, not a good business. Medicine for 105. No good business there. So what do we have here? Clothes for 20. Or planks for 60. Or food for 93. No good business actually to be done here. Let's just sail on to where? Yeah, let's go for Basse-Terre. Maybe I would like to have a few more
Moist
cannon
toy is
rounds.
at your service.
Here, round shot. Give me 20 more. grape shot as well. And the chain shot as well. And for the gunpowder, yep. And with this, we have 16 salvos. Yeah, that's all right. Well, if the gunpowder is sufficient for 17 salvos, it's far. Yeah, so it's just sufficient for these. I need 3 times the amount of gunpowder, actually. There we are now. For 50 salvos, that looks better like that. 80 profit per unit of wine. Where did we get that? Did I overlook it? So from Willemstad. Here, wine, 200, we would have to buy it for 221. And where to sell it then? Belize. We would sell it at less, and at Saint-Pierre. We would sell it at less. Here, Willemstad. This refers to the trader. So the trader is going to purchase the wine for 148 and he's going to sell it to me for 221. That's the idea. If we go to the trader,
My store is at your
we
service.
can see that, like the wine here. So if I buy it for 221. So in that list, it's named the other way around from the point of view of the trader, and here it's from my point of view. So I would buy it for 221 and wouldn't get any good selling price for it. But it's a bit confusing. Like, let's take a look again now, Saint-Pierre. So here we would buy the wine for 221, and in Saint-Pierre we would sell it for 202 and would buy it for even more. So the trader in Saint-Pierre does purchase it for 202, and we would have bought it here for 220. So that's definitely not a good price. But you have to kind of get used to it, that you have these two different points of views in the nomenclature. Yep, good point. They were better. I think I entered a new season, and I don't know, somehow things have changed. But I'm gonna do what you suggested. I'm gonna go for... Oh, it's a pity now there is nobody there anymore. Yeah, exactly. It is. It might be this seasonal thing. Yep, the season has just changed. So let's go for Basse-Terre. And next time I remember to check the other captains of the other ships. Oh no, I don't want to get into these clouds. Don't want to get into a storm. The changing of the wind, it's pretty much like it would be in reality around the storm, I think. That's pretty nice how they do it. Okay, an English ship. Let's slip in between these. Martinique. And a little bit further north should be Basse-Terre. Yeah, we are close hauled now, doing low speed. And here we are. Get to the port. Time 6 a.m. So could be that the markets are still closed that early of the day. Magazine. Ah, it's already open. So now I would be curious. Let's take a look at the trade book of Basse-Terre. Don't I have any remark for Basse-Terre? Have I never been here? I've never been visiting the trader here, obviously. By the way, let me do one little save here and then allow me to be AFK briefly to get me a little drink. So it's still so hot around here. Alright guys, thanks for your patience. Here I am back again. I got me an authentic drink to increase the immersion of the game. I'm actually having a grog. Well, it's an iced grog as it's so hot. A grog on ice, and I did put a little bit of mint into it. So now, big question, what would be the iced grog with mint? How would you call it? I would call it the favorite drink of Ernest Hemingway, a mojito. Yeah, that's very good. Drinking together is a very important social, let me call it, ritual. So I very much appreciate that you join me with your rum. Let's go for the guy and talk to him.
All right, let's haggle a little bit.
Could you please go to the tavern and find a man by the name of Nathan Blanchard and tell him to come here as soon as possible. I cannot leave the store, and this blockhead sits in the tavern loading up rum, and surely he will not even think to come here despite being on duty. Okay, so I'm gonna help you with that. Let's go for the tavern. It's probably this one, yeah. Blanchet, what was the name of the guy? Now we just have to find that guy. Is it kind of marked? Is the guy marked? Are you Nathan Blanchard? The local merchant sent me. He is impatiently waiting for your presence. Ah, I've been waiting for him here. I was told he would come to the tavern. Sorry, I'm on my way. That guy with the face mask. He doesn't look too, well, trustworthy. There he is, alright.
All right, let's haggle a little bit.
So do I get any reward now? Ah, thank you, Captain, for fulfilling my request. Now, when Nathan Blanchard is here, I can at least feel a bit more at ease. Oh, Captain, I would really appreciate your help. Could you please deliver this letter to the Commandant as soon as possible? I will pay you 300 coins for this trivial task. As I've already said, I cannot leave my shop to the... Okay. So not quite sure if this... The Commandant, is it the Harbor Master or is it the Governor? No problem. Give me the letter. Sealed letter. Alright. By the way...
Right, let's haggle a little bit.
Still would like to see your wares, and this would give us now an entry in the logbook for the trade book. So Bastere, there we are. It's nice, like here in the logbook we always see the date from when the information actually originates. Like for example, San Jose is pretty old, so you can't rely on it anymore. The commander of the fort. Or the man, yep. So by the way, cheers. So I did put the ice in and let it cool down the temperature a little bit, and now it should be alright. So cheers. Let's have that iced grog with mint, or call it mojito, in remembrance of Ernest Hemingway. Yeah, probably all the offices and everything is gonna close down soon. Let's first go for the governor, but I can't believe it's the governor. And well, let first of all give it a save.
Being a governor of this godforsaken colony is a hell of a job.
He's the governor. It could be the harbor commandant, maybe. And I don't want to look for him right now. Shipyard, tavern, residence, church, harbor master. Is it him?
I'm all ears.
Okay, it's not him. Store, shipyard, tavern, church, Urzerer, harbor master, prison. Let's go for the prison, maybe it's him. Ah, that looks good.
Come on in. Have a seat.
Yeah, that was your
Make
guess.
yourself at home.
I want to discuss some business. I have come to you with the request of the local store owner. His name is Didier Lapron. He asked me to give you this letter. Again, Didier with his complaints. Let's see what he has this time. Once again, absurd guesswork and not a single piece of strong evidence. Alright, tell him that this is simply not enough for me to alert the guard in order for them to score the tongue. You want me to tell him that? Exactly, and preferably word for word. You will understand what I mean. I will not waste paper to write a reply on this annoying one. Okay, see you. And farewell, whatever this is about. So let's see if the store is still open. Obviously not. Looks like... Ah, there. The store... Oh, yeah, he is still open.
All right.
Oh, Monsieur Charles de Moore. Please come in. And once again, I am in Basse-Terre, glad I wasn't here to forget. Okay, whatever. I have other business. So have you delivered the letter? I have. The commandant replied verbally that the evidence in your letter is insufficient for the city guard to take any action. That's what he said. What evidence does he need for me then? My corpse? Well, there soon will be one if he keeps going like that. Hey, Dieter, calm down. Or you'll have a stroke. Here, drink some water. Now tell me what's the matter. Perhaps I can help you. Oh, Captain, please take your 300 pesos. I had almost forgotten. Of course, I'll tell you. But I'm not sure how you could help me. My business is nearly ruined, all because of those cursed smugglers and that unknown and that unknown bastard who leads them. Smugglers? That's it. Those rascals have clearly decided to drive me out of town. Until then, everything had been usual. They resold prohibited items, and when patrols caught them, they hid or paid them off. But recently, they've opened a shop somewhere in the back street and started selling the most popular goods at incredibly low prices. I can't afford such luxury. In fact, I have to pay taxes. I've been gradually impoverishing myself, and seamen almost don't want my goods. They buy everything from these rooks. But you should have appealed to the authorities. After all, it's their job to stop such lawless. You saw the result of that. The governor is too busy, and the commander did not believe that smugglers organized backstreet stores, or he happens not to believe. He pretends not to believe. Of course, why would they do that? And I say, I'm sure some rascal who wants to ruin me and drive me out of town came up with this, and then here quietly take over my business to clean their dirty little hands. Your opinion is not unfounded. It's the nature of merchants to make a cat's paw out of someone. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean you, of course. And recently some ragamuffin came to me and brazenly said to me, if I continued to make noise, they would burn my shop. So I hired a bodyguard. This is this Monsieur Blanchard, and he doesn't come cheap. But he's a professional, and under his protection I can feel a little calmer. Well, perhaps I could still help you out. Let's see. I'll try to find that colleague of yours. Persuade him to get off your back. You know, I have certain skills when it comes to persuading people. Are you serious? May the Lord bless you. If you can rid me of that filth, I would be deep in your debt. All right, consider it a deal. I will start searching then. Ragamuffin, yeah, I love that word. To me, it sounds kind of pretty Scottish. So here we are and have that job. Let's give it a save. Bastar. Job. I should know what I mean with that. Can I talk to this guy? No, I can't. Oh, it's in the morning by now. We spent all night discussing. It seems somebody's trying to ruin the merchant's business by selling goods illegally. I've agreed to help. I should start by investigating the local smugglers. They must be involved somehow. So I don't know how to get... that could be a terrible mistake to have gone into that business. And the local smugglers... they're here.
Shush! Keep it down, pal.
I have an unusual business for you. Show me what you've got. I have heard there's an underground shop where you can trade very special goods at tempting prices, and that you help to start this shop. I'd like to speak with the owner. Other, answer B. I've heard there is an underground shop where you can trade very special goods. I have to set sail. In a few days I don't have enough money to buy everything I need. Well, that sounds... Want a discount? Easy, come to the Harbor Master store after dark. Our man will meet you and take you to the right place. Alright. So it's in the morning. Let's check the entry in the logbook. They'll meet me there and lead me to their illegal shop. I can either inform the commandant and let him handle it. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if we remember how bad my sword fighting skills actually are, and I'm pretty sure that this will finally end in some sword fight, maybe I should better inform the harbor master. Any idea where that guy is? Magazine. This is the harbor master. Let's give it a save, you never know.
I'm all ears.
I'm dealing with another matter. Okay.
I'm all ears.
Looks like the harbor master is not really interested in this. Yeah, inform not the harbor master, but inform the commandant. Yeah. It's there, isn't it? And no, give it a save here. And see what I can do.
Come on
that
in.
guy.
Have a seat. Make yourself at home.
It's me again. I have substantial evidence that Didier Laporte is right. And what is this substantial, air quotes, evidence that you claim to have gathered? I struck a deal with the smugglers regarding the purchase of goods through their unofficial store. Their agent will come tonight to the Port Authority office to take me to their so-called store. Well, excellent work, Captain. Experience gain, nice. Now we proceed further. We'll send our man to their meeting, locate their hideout and arrest all of them. Thank you for your initiative. Always glad to help. I'm sure your operation will be successful. Now the question is whether it would have been a good chance to train my sword fighting skills. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna try to do that on my own. I think I remember that mission. It will end up in a 1-to-1 duel with the guy there. So the harbor master. And was it you could skip time, couldn't you? Now it's 8 o'clock in the morning. If I go 10 hours further, when do we get dark? When does night fall around here? Maybe I would go for 1 more hour. Okay. Nightfall. Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Could I go 1 more hour? Now it's dark. Waiting in front of the port office. Oh yeah. So lead on. Let's give it a save.
I've got the best products around.
At last we've met, Tico. I suppose I will disappoint you. I was looking for you not to trade, but to end your filthy racket. You have been a great pain in the ass of an important man. The pain has become so great that he is eager to shut you down by means necessary. Let's dance, scoundrel. Oh shit, again. Ah, come on. Fighting against 2 guys again. Ah, I hate that. I thought it would be a duel to 1-to-1. And in these confined spaces, you just can't. That's ridiculous. So let's load this one. I decided to give the information to the commandant, and he assured me that the scoundrels would be arrested tonight. I should visit the merchant in a few days to collect my reward. All right. Okay. Leveling up with my personal perks. Now that's difficult. Short weapons. Increase health. Reduced incoming damage. Light weapons have a 3% increased critical chance. Yeah, I'm not fighting with light weapons. Energy recovery speed increased by 15%. Alchemy. Recipes no longer require tools. Grant 15% chance to save a potion on use. Okay. Unlocks alternative persuasion options in dialogues for certain quests. Increases carry weight. Medium weapons, short or long. Damage of short weapons increased by 10%. The musketeer skill. Let's see. Okay, aim mode is better. Reload time is faster. Increases the speed of drawing and holstering firearms. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just so bad in sword fighting. Light weapons. What about that one? Energy recovery speed. That could be important. I just don't know. I really just don't know. I also like these. This one here. No, this one. Trustworthy. And about the defense. I'm also thinking about this one here, or maybe that one. Reduces incoming damage by 6%. I don't know. Yeah, right. I completely forgot about that. Slowing the time right when you get into the fight. Yeah. I should keep that in mind. I completely forgot that. Yep. Yeah, but 6% reducing the incoming damage. It's more almost nothing. Maybe it's more like energy recovery speed. And the rest I have to do by slowing down the time and drinking potions. I think I'm gonna go for that one. I can't select it. I can. Here we are. Choice. Alia jacta est. Alright, nice outcome of this adventure. Let's get to the trader once more. Yeah, but it said I should go there in a few days. Maybe it's not yet.
All right, let's haggle a little bit.
What's the news? Recently I have overheard in the tavern two captains discussing the prices in the store of the town of Port Royal. List of prices obtained. Very good. Thank you. So now let's see if there is any good stuff I could transport from Bastere to Port Royal.
All right, let's haggle a little bit.
Ropes for 693. Rum for 300. Coca for 400. Wow. Buy it for 400 and sell it for 540. That's amazing. That's coca. What about coffee? Same price, 400. Yeah, almost the same. And what do we have? Fruits for 16. Planks. I am definitely gonna go for Port Royal from here. And maybe buying half coca, half coffee. It's more or less the same. So, yeah, coca and coffee, they both look great. Maybe I'm gonna like distribute the risk and buy them 50-50. I do have a bit
My
of
store
money.
is at your service.
So here we are with coca. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, pretty expensive actually, the stuff. $30 tons of coca and 30 tons of coffee. That should give us a bit of a revenue. All right. Let's be on the way. Give me save and board stuff. Just be on the safe side. Oh, I can't embark here. That's our beautiful ship over there. I really love the graphics. I mean, the graphics is basic, but the details of the ship, it's so great. The guys who are doing that game, they're real pros on historic sailing. Here we are, Basse-Terre, so we just have to go due west for Port Royal. Let's just stay ahead of these clouds. So we are more or less flat before the wind. Not the best point of sailing, but well, that's the course that we have to take. I haven't seen the trailer actually. I'm gonna check that out. I wasn't aware that there is a trailer. I think I haven't seen it. I just hope that they don't do any bad development decisions. I mean, the game is so great, and with these kind of games, I'm always afraid that if they do severe updates, that it might not be to my liking. Here we are. That little town there. Let's moor. Yeah, well, I thought that. I thought it was the black clouds which are critical, but just today I also sailed into the white clouds and got into a storm. Yeah. Yeah, but I wasn't aware that they really do pimp the graphics. I thought they also said that they would change a few things about gameplay. Yeah, this early the store is still closed. So let's wait for something like 2 hours. And here we are. 7 o'clock. Probably still too early. Nope, he's open. No.
My store is at your service.
Coffee. And okay, yeah, we earned quite a bit of money. Something like 7,000. So this trading business is pretty efficient. We are really making quite a fortune with that. At least this is more than we need to pay our crew. What is it now? 22nd of December. Oh, we don't have any sailcloth anymore for repair. Let's get sailcloth and planks.
My store is at your service.
Yeah, the ship is still in pretty bad condition. Gonna check that out, yeah. I think I haven't seen the trailer yet. It's British. So, are there any missions that yeah, I've been spending quite some time here in Port Royal looking for that special secret. What about
Excuse
you,
me,
guy?
I've gotta get to the saloon pronto.
No, at the moment I can't pay more sailors. Sorry, guy. There's another guy walking around. Let's see what he's up to.
Ensuring the safety of the town is a
Yeah.
serious task. The sea is my home, and that's all there is to it.
So now, can we find any good cargo to get it back? Well, talking about nostalgic, I don't know how this could ever have slipped my attention, but just yesterday I saw that 2-year-old trailer of GTA, and well, the whole trailer was accompanied by Tom Petty. Love is a, what was the song? Love is a long road, right? So that really gave me the nostalgic thing. So there you see what age the marketing guys are aiming for. Tom Petty. Love is a Long Road, yeah. Absolute banger. And when I heard it, I went to my CD cupboard, and yeah, actually have the CD with the song on it. Yeah, I'm an old guy actually. And that really gave me a bit of a touch. That they went back to Tom Petty. Yeah, it reminded me how tragically that guy actually died. But that's quite some years ago actually, yeah. Yeah, but we were talking about... I got distracted. I wanted to talk about what can we get in Port Royal and sell somewhere else. So rum for 370. No, rum wouldn't work at all. Wine for 230. No. What about medicine for 111? That would be an earning of 2 pesos per unit. What clothes for 20? Or planks for 63. Food for 97. Nah. There's really no chance to earn any decent money. Well, to deliver stuff from somewhere to Port Royal gives you very good earnings, but the other way around is a bit tricky. Yeah, problem is that the Spanish are the only guys the French are at war with at the moment. So for me, any Spanish port is absolutely off bounds.
So, what brings you to me, sir?
And you work for England? Ah, come on, I don't want to do any of these risky things. Maybe let's go for the Harbor Master. And see if he does have
I'm all
any
ears.
good job. Do you have any jobs? Delivering mail. Nothing for me. Yep. And that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. And well, for me, this system kind of feels okay. It might not be as complex as the trade system in, say, Bannerlord or something. But to me, it feels pretty good. Quite like it. But seems like we don't have any job around here. So let's go. Shall we go for Belize? Let's see if we could do good business if we were going for Belize. We got ale from there. Ale for 79. To Bastere for 104. Or Wilhelmstedt. Or Bridgeton. Or Port Royal. Yeah, ale from Bastere. Ale from Belize to Bastere. 25 pesos. It's alright, let's go there once more. Let's go for Belize once more. That's the perfect point of sailing that we have right now. Beam reach, no, broad reach actually. Spaniard, but he leaves me alone, obviously. Another French guy. Let's just move.
It's our responsibility to be on guard.
Yes. And I'm pretty happy to have you doing that. Well, let's first check if there is any guys around who would like to have a chat. Obviously not, actually.
Stop on by. Best products in the colony.
What do you have?
You'll find everything you need here.
What I need is some paper, actually. Machete, short saber.
Hurry, hurry! Only today you can get 2 products for the price of 1.
Yeah, great. I cut my own throat. Alright, Nico. It was a pleasure to have you in, like usual. So I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna do some streaming tonight as well. So would be great to have you in. See you and have a good night. But I also have to turn in sooner or later. Because tomorrow, well, I do have a meeting in my office at 10 o'clock. And that means I'm gonna have to get up at 8 latest to get there in time. So, have a good night. Healing potion recipe, I already have that one. Get a healing potion. And get the ginger roots. And an antiviral is also helpful always. I already know the recipe for the healing potions. And now get me some ale.
Alright, let's haggle a little bit.
$77. So it's something like 25. Yeah, that would be an earning of 7,500 pesos. If it works like planned. And there we go. 4. Ridgetown, right? Gives 102. Bastere gives 104. Let's go for Bastere then. So it's almost due east. Let's be on the way. That's pretty unfavorable winds, actually. That's a Spaniard, is it? I'm faster than that guy. Don't want to get too close to him. Wonder if he is gonna go after us if he spots us. Obviously not. Obviously the guy's not up to trouble. So we went pretty far south by that. I think if you get into the center even of these white clouds, it would give you a storm. Guadeloupe. Perfect landfall, I would say. I wonder why do we have that exclamation mark in Bastere? Maybe there is some mission waiting, which originally comes from the missions, from the storyline. $5 in the morning. Pretty sure that the trader is still closed. Yeah, the wolves howling outside, so this does not give you any motivation to leave the town, particularly at night. They're still closed, of course. Let's talk to these guys.
So, whose street is it today?
Yeah, that guy is pretty tight, obviously. Okay, the 10 town quests. Okay, don't know which one that is actually. Let's give it some. Yeah, maybe 2 hours waiting. Let's hope that the shop is open then. Now it's 7:45. And there we are.
My store is at your service.
Let's have a look at your goods, particularly the ale. Okay, it's 99, so the price is not as good as I had it, but it's still okay. Yeah, that was less of an earning than I thought.
All right, let's haggle a little bit.
I have already heard the news. Tonight the guards discovered an illegal trade post run by smugglers and arrested them all. It was under the command of a rare piece of scum. But it's alright now. He won't be able to do harm to anybody for a while. The commander told me about your role in all of that. You have my gratitude. You have kept your word. Here, take the money, 15,000 pesos. Yeah, that's quite a bit. You have saved me. Nothing threatens my business now. Another 15,000 pesos. We are getting rich. So let's give it a save. 28th of December, so in a few days the crew is gonna demand for their hire. And just 5,000 pesos. That's not much. Maybe I should increase the crew a bit. Get some sailcloth. So the repairing of the rigging seems to proceed much faster
My toy
than
is
the
at your
repairing
service.
of the hull. Earning quite a bit of money. But yeah, as I said, I don't have to get up very
Hold
early.
up, Captain. What are you rushing up to?
Don't have to get up very early, so something like 8 o'clock is a decent time to get up, but still I have to. And having one or two, yeah, actually two important meetings in the morning. So I think it would be a decent time to call it a day. What is it? 2 o'clock around here? Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn in. So that was a stream of 2.5 hours, which is alright, and I love the game. I really love the game. It's so immersive with all its flaws, graphics wise, pretty old school graphics, but yeah, just beautiful. All the mechanics of the game really give me that immersion that I love. Yeah, weight loss, so it was a pleasure to have you in. And yeah, pretty glad to see that you are playing the game as well in parallel. So you're always good for a few hints. And I think I'm going to do another stream tomorrow night. So see you. Nico already went to bed. Let's see who else might still be in the stream. That was a pretty funny thing. I had that afternoon stream. And in the afternoon stream, when I just had pressed quit to stop the stream, exactly in that second, I got a raid from Pit Pinsel. So he was raiding with 37 people, and I, in that exact second when he raided me, I just had pressed the exit button and couldn't get back. That was this afternoon. So, yeah, Phony, great to have had you in. I'm not quite sure whether you're following me already. If you are not, of course, it's always welcome to get another follow, but maybe you did already. Let me check. Yeah, I'm not quite sure because here my overlay showed me that you were in for the first time, but obviously you were not. So yeah, glad that you dropped in, glad that you participated in the discussion. And if you're not following me yet, I would be very thankful if you were. But, well, don't be pushed. Just do as you like. And if you drop in tomorrow, you would make me perfectly happy. There were a few more guys in the stream. Just don't know if you are still watching. It was actually Holiday Punch. You went in. If you're still there, have a good night. Was a great thing that you dropped in. And yeah, at the beginning, Stadler, I don't know if you're still there, but we had quite a good discussion at the beginning. So, not wet, just cold. Not sure if you're still there. If you are, have a good night, all of you guys, and maybe see you tomorrow. Bye bye.